So what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Tesla. You guys can see that this prediction that is on our charts right now, that is in front of you, we've had it on for a while, since September, and we gave the market opportunity to give us what we expected it to do. And the best thing that we can say is they tried. The buyers tried. They weren't successful, and I know the reason why. If you don't, I'll show you the reason why, because the market always moves by two forces: the buy force and the sell force. That's it. That's the only way price is going to move, and whichever one is tilted more, that's where price is going to go. And I think we saw that on this last move, to where the buyers got rejected on the sell pocket right here. Okay, so the market was there. There were days to where we definitely saw the emphasis and the strength of buyers. They just didn't have enough momentum to break through that sell pocket, and that's what happens when you're in the markets looking to trade, looking to invest, looking to make money. These are the things that you just don't have no control over. And when that happens, you're able to be a little bit more calm, understanding, because we already knew the reason why. And for those who don't know, the reason why Tesla didn't go higher than what we expected is because the people that was up in this pocket right here selling. And we talked about that on our last video. There were people here, and they had a whole lot of Tesla stock to sell, to the point to where the buyers relinquished. They gave up and they ran, and price fell down. So now the market is on a new mission, trying to find out where the buyers are. Okay, so we're going to try to talk about that today. But before I do, hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos and content. We're going to go ahead and also get rid of this prediction here, because you guys can see 2 days ago, the market hit our TP, our stop loss, 12.7% there. That's how much we're willing to see if we're on the right side of the market, and we're definitely not. All right, so let's also get rid of this buy pocket, because those buyers, they did it for a while. I mean, money is finite unless you're the U.S. government, and you got a printing press and you just print into infinity. But even that has a ending date. But these buyers, they attempted to hold Tesla stock for a couple of days. We saw it. That's why we didn't change our prediction. But now price is no longer holding above that pocket, so there's no longer for us to keep it, because those buyers left. You can see down here, the market in Tesla did bounce. Okay, so we might need to revamp this buy pocket here, or maybe Tesla's going to continue to go lower to test these other pockets. Look at all these pockets down here that the market hasn't even tested yet, that these sellers just see as big, juicy area for prices to run so that they can make money. All of these pockets. Okay, so now let's go ahead and first of all, let's create a couple of sell pockets. Okay, we're gonna do one there, and we're gonna add one here. There's definitely a seller right here in Tesla, because you can see from the high that occurred on the 13th of November, 2 days later, price came back and the price closed down. So yeah, there's still someone in this market in Tesla selling right there at 420. Okay, let's see if we can see it on the hourly chart a little bit cleaner. Okay, let's look at this on the 5. Here's on the 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so it's pretty good where it is. All right, so now let's start out with Tesla on the 2. Definitely you can see that someone is trying to come in and purchase the stock. 2-day chart, volume is extremely high, and the market closed higher than the prior 2 days. So yeah, there was some people coming in trying to buy the stock up. Here it is on the 3. Even here on this 3-day price bar, very widespread. The market closed all the way, well, it traded as low as $382, but it closed at $404. That just shows you the magnitude of buying that came into the market in Tesla over those last 3 days. Here it is on the 4. Again, the same thing. We're seeing the market close off of the lows. That simply tells us that people is coming in buying the stock. That's all it means. Okay. Here it is on the 5. Same thing there on the 5. Here it is on the weekly chart. Now, when we look at this on the weekly, we have to consider that even though we do recognize that buyers are stepping in this weekly bar, right? But we also have to consider what happened before then. We got to consider these other weekly price bars that produced that move to the downside in the first place. Okay, so this is sitting like a cloud just overhead and just waiting for these buyers to try to run into it, so they just continue to pour down all of their sell orders on the buyers and continue to lower the market. So yeah, this current weekly price bar, the last printed one, looks pretty decent. I mean, it's an idea that tells us, hey, someone is coming in trying to buy this stock. Should we be paying attention to them, or should we be paying attention to the people who are selling this stock up there around 450, 475? Here's Tesla on the 2 weeks. Here it is on the 3. Okay. Tesla on the 5 weeks. And Tesla on the monthly chart so far. Okay, so to me, it is dependent on your time frame. If you're trying to do a quick in and out, yeah, the market may continue to go higher for Tesla for that duration. But for the long term, I don't think this market is out the woods of it seeing its lower prices. Okay. So what we're going to do on this video, it's going to be short. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to play the market weakness in Tesla on the downside. Now, this is the 5-minute chart. I want to show you why I don't think the down move, the movement lower in price in Tesla is over. It's because in trading, you want to see who is dominating the market. Okay. And I've told you there's only two sides of this market. You got the buyers and the sellers. And you want to see who's dominating the market on any given time frame. So for instance, on this day today, the 17th of November, you can see how fast the buyers ran out the gate and just completely ran the market up in Tesla, right? You can see that. And they were even able to support the selling that was occurring right here in this consolidation right here. And then price ran up, hit the sell pocket, and they completely ran. This wasn't a good move for the buyers. You don't want to see a stock give away the gains that they did at the beginning of the trading day. You don't want to see that, because it's not convincing. It didn't convince the market that, yes, we have more gas in the tank to allow Tesla to continue to go up. We're not seeing that, because if that was the case, this market wouldn't have ran up and then ended the day lower. That wouldn't have happened. So either the market is readjusting to the amount of selling that happened in the middle of the trading day, and they're running back down to go pick them all the homeboys up, so they could go back and try to attack the sellers again tomorrow. If that occurs, then yeah, again, that's even more convincing that this stock is becoming more bullish and prepared to try to go up higher in price. Okay. But for this video, we're going to look for Tesla to go down. All right. We're going to continue to look for it to go down, even though like I said, we may continue to see the market try to go up higher, and just to come and test one of these two sell pockets right here. But we're going to try to target this pocket again around 390, 4.4%. Our next target is going to be right there around 366, 10.25. And we'll leave it right there. All right, so that's it. I'm done. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.